Your brain is running a script that you didn't even write. That's the part most people never realize. They think their life is built on choices, on decisions they constantly make. But most of what you do every day happens before choice, before thoughts, and before intentions. It happens automatically. Your brain doesn't wait for you to decide, it predicts. It looks at your past behavior and assumes the future will look the same. And once it assumes, it prepares. That preparation is what you experience as thoughts. I don't feel like it. This isn't the right time. I'll start later. I'm tired today. Those thoughts feel personal, but they're not. They are outputs of a prediction system trying to keep things familiar. Your brain is not asking what would you improve your life, it's asking what usually happens next. And whatever usually happens becomes the script. This is why people feel stuck even when nothing is physically stopping them. They're not blocked by circumstances, they're constrained by expectations. And an internal expectations of who they are, how far they go, and when they quit. That expectation doesn't disappear and doesn't appear randomly. It was built. Every time you avoided discomfort, the script got reinforced. Every time you delayed action, the script got clearer. Every time you chose relief over effort, the script got stronger. Not emotionally, just by itself and naturally. Your brain learns through reps, not desires. It doesn't care of what you want, it cares what you repeated. So over time, the script stops becoming flexible because you're programming like a machine. It becomes efficient. You don't constantly decide that you want to procrastinate. You just feel resistance. You don't decide to stay the same. You just feel tired. You don't choose comfort. Comfort shows up first. That's how scripts work. They run automatically until something interrupts them. And here's the unsettling part. Once the script is stable, your brain starts defending it because predictability feels safe. Even if the prediction is a miserable life, the system prefers it that way because it's familiar and it's safe with it. That's why change feels threatening sometimes. Not because you're weak, but because success contradicts the script. If you succeed, the brain has to update the new model for you, and updates cost energy. It creates instability, so the system resists. And that resistance shows up as doubt, as mental fog, as overthinking. People think that means something is wrong with them. It usually means something is working. The moment you act against the script, you feel friction, and that friction is a sign to stop. It's a sign you're interrupting the automation. Most people take this moment and they see it as a different way. They misread this moment. They assume discomfort means danger, and they assume resistance means failure, so they retreat. They stop. And the script wins. This is why motivation never lasts, because motivation tries to overpower the script automatically. The script waits, and once emotion fades, the script resumes. That's not discipline. Okay, that's just misunderstanding the system. And that's not discipline failure either. The only thing that rewrites a script is contradictory behavior. Not once, not dramatically, but repeatedly. Small actions that say, this is not who I am anymore. And listen to what I'm saying, the actions. You can't just tell yourself, it's the actions, because your brain is getting programmed. If you make your bed every single day, your brain is just gonna want to make your bed every single day because you're just programming into it. And once you start to take these actions, at first the system ignores it, but then it questions it, then it adapts, and that's how identity changes. Not through relief, but just through evidence and behaviors. Because once your behavior changes constantly, the script updates, the resistance weakens, and the thoughts charge. The internal dialogue softens. Not because life got easier, but because the brain accepted a new prediction. This is the part nobody teaches. You don't become disciplined and then act differently. You act differently, and the brain decides you are disciplined. Order matters. So if you feel stuck, don't ask what you want. Ask, what script am I running today? What script is currently running? And what do I do automatically when things get uncomfortable? What do I do by default when effort appears? Those answers tell you everything. One more time. Where do I default when effort appears? Because until you interrupt the script, your life will keep relying on the same scene with different days and then the same endings. So you don't need to find yourself. You need to interrupt yourself. Interrupt the bad habits. Interrupt the bad things that you want to stop. And introduce the new things you want to do. But you have to keep doing it over and over again so you can reprogram your brain. You have to rewrite the script one action at a time, or keep executing at least once every single day towards your new habits.